Healthy breakfast cookies, 3 words that don't normally go together, but they do for this recipe. Let's get into it. Preheat your oven to 350. To a bowl, you're going to add 2 bananas. I always use fresh bananas, but you can try like frozen if you want. But 2 bananas, 1 cup of whatever old-fashioned oats you want to use. I just use these ones. 1/4 cup of almond butter. I just measure with my heart, but do 1/4 cup. A 1/4 cup of honey. If you don't have honey, you can use maple syrup too, but I prefer honey. And then you're just going to sprinkle in some cinnamon. You can do however much you'd like. I like mine cinnamon-y. All right, you're just going to mash these together. I'll probably use a fork, honestly, but I like to try with this spoon first. Make my life more difficult, but mash it up and mix it all together. You can mash up the bananas first too, if you prefer. Once it's all mixed together, it looks like this. All right, I just washed some blueberries, and you're going to add about 1/2 cup or just a few handfuls, whatever you prefer. And then we're going to take that spoon and we're just going to fold in our blueberries. You don't want to like super aggressively mix just because you don't want all of them to like get smashed in there, but just going to kind of fold them in. All right, I have a cookie sheet and some parchment paper here. You're just going to do about, I don't know, 2 to 3 tablespoons or just a big spoonful. You can like scoop this. And then once you put it on, they're pretty soft and like, what's the word? Just soft right now. You're just gonna kind of like flatten them out a little bit. Since there's no like egg or anything, they're not going to like naturally flatten out like a normal cookie would. So you just kind of wanna flatten them out just a little bit. All right, this made 11 cookies. I normally do 12, but I was trying to squeeze them all onto the pan. So we're now going to put these in our 350-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes until they kind of get like golden on the sides. All right, I just took them out of the oven. I do have a wire cooling rack here, but we are going to let these cool for about 5 to 10 minutes before we transfer them over. All right, now we're just going to carefully move them over to a cooling rack to finish cooling all the way. Okay, now we're just gonna let these finish cooling all the way. These cookies are better when they're like completely cooled. When they're warmer, you know, the blueberries are a little bit more tart, but you, of course, can indulge in one when they are still warm. I probably will, because I haven't had breakfast. But this is what they look like. And they're like, I don't know the texture, very soft. But so good, you gotta try it.